folks, if I could have your attention, I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Awesome.
Here.
Gainier.
Here.
Eichelkraut. Less.
Here.
Mayor.
Here.
We have 4 present.
Would you all stand, please, and join in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Moved by Commissioner Awesome that the minutes of a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois, held on Tuesday, March 7th, 2017, and the minutes of a special meeting held on Tuesday, March 14th, 2017, both be approved as recorded in the permanent files of the City Clerk.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Less? Any changes or suggested amendments? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Is there anyone wishing to appear before the council tonight? Not, we'll move to Commissioner Awesome's part of the agenda. I'm sorry. Oh, Frank? Yeah, come on.
No, when the proclamation.
Yeah, I've got it. We've got it at the end, but the meeting's going to be worth staying for. So.
I look forward to it.
Okay. Commissioner Awesome.
Moved by Commissioner Awesome that a resolution requesting permission from the Illinois Department of Transportation to repair 2 catch basins along Route 71 be adopted.
There's a second. Commissioner Less, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Awesome that a resolution requesting permission from the Illinois Department of Transportation to replace an existing fire hydrant along US Route 23 be adopted.
There's a second. Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Awesome that a resolution authorizing the execution of an easement agreement with Garrett Robinson be received and placed on file for public inspection.
There's a second. Commissioner Gainier, any discussion?
Yeah, this is just some of the easements we need to eliminate the lift stations connection with the South Intercept program.
Any other comment? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Awesome that a resolution approving and accepting of grant of easement for Brett and Mary Deitch be adopted.
There's a second. Commissioner Less, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Awesome that the low bid received from Opperman Construction Company in the amount of $443,097.50 for the James Court and Dairy Lane lift station and sanitary sewer project be accepted and paid for from the wastewater fund.
There's a second. Commissioner Gainier, any discussion?
Yeah, we had 8 bidders, I think, on this, and came in $90,000 under the estimate, so real happy with the competitive bid process.
Anything else? Anything else? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Anything else for the council, Commissioner Awesome?
No, sir.
Okay. Commissioner Gainier.
Moved by Commissioner Gainier that a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract between the City of Ottawa and Fire Service Incorporated regarding the purchase of an E1 stainless steel rescue pumper, which has been on file for public inspection since March 7th, 2017, be adopted.
Is there a second? Commissioner Less, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Anything else, Commissioner Gainier? I'm sorry. Commissioner Less.
Moved by Commissioner Less that a resolution requesting permission from the Illinois Department of Transportation to temporarily close LaSalle Street on Saturday, May 13th, 2017 for the marathon be adopted.
Is there a second? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Less that the quote received from Homer Industries LLC in the amount of $14,000 to remove an additional pile of debris at Allen Park be approved.
Is there a second? Commissioner Awesome, any discussion?
Again, this was just the addition of the east portion of the debris removal. So we had not a contract.
Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Less that the quote received from our sales sheet metal in the amount of $124,866 to replace 2 boilers at the main police and fire station be accepted and the formal bidding process be waived due to this emergency repair.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion?
Again, everybody's aware of the situation at this time that one of the boilers currently is inoperable at the fire station. In the event that we would lose the second one, that we would have no air conditioning and no heat within the fire department. So we are going with an emergency repair on this with Marcel Sheet Metal to get that corrected and make sure we've got safe conditions there at the fire department. So.
Anything else? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Anything else for the council, Commissioner Less?
I just wanted to remind everyone, and there was a press release put out today regarding tree removal within the affected areas here within town. Previously, we had noted that March 15th, which was last Wednesday, was going to be the last day for residents to bring whether it was construction debris as well as tree debris out to the berm area. The city at this time has concluded their cleanup with both the construction and the tree removal at this time. Owners that do still have debris on their residence should look into contacting their insurance companies to see if the insurance companies will go ahead and help with some of the costs with the removal, whether it be going ahead and purchasing dumpsters for that removal or other areas along those lines. In addition to it as well too, there have been a number of other items that have been placed at the curb, and particularly paint cans, some hazardous house waste materials. At this time, the city does not have a program for recycling those materials, and we do kindly ask that residents please take those items, place them either in your basements or in your garage in a safe location, and go from there. So we thank you for your patience and look forward to recovering.
Thank you. Dave, do you have anything for the council tonight?
No, thank you, Mayor.
Don?
I do not, thanks.
No, Mayor.
Okay, then we'll move into the mayor's part of the agenda.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the biweekly salary payroll of March 10th, 2017, in the amount of $361,749.96 be approved and warrants issued.
There's a second. Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the monthly expense report of March 21st, 2017, showing expenses in the amount of $1,241,492.12 be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second on the motion? Commissioner Awesome, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the monthly salary payroll of March 13th, 2017, in the amount of $33,846.75 be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second? Commissioner Less, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the monthly financial report of City Clerk Shelley L. Monks for the month of February 2017 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second on the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that an ordinance establishing a travel expense policy for the City of Ottawa, Illinois be passed and approved.
Is there a second on the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? This is we've had a policy in the past, according to state statute, it has to be a little more detailed. I'm just going to let Christina explain what that is.
Sure, Mayor. This was the Local Government Travel Expense Act, which was passed on January 1st, 2017, and became effective on that date. We have until the end of this month to go ahead and pass our own ordinance. This ordinance is for local governments to establish allowable rates for travel, meal, and lodging expenses. So our ordinance is going to adopt the U.S. General Services Administration standards for lodging and meals, which is basically a government site that gives you the average rates for meals and lodging in your destination area. In the Chicago area, the rates are higher than the rates would be in Ottawa or Springfield, for example. So this policy sets that as the rate and also sets the rate for transportation to be determined at the IRS reimbursable levels.
Okay, any comments or questions regarding the policy and the ordinance? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of a tax increment financing district redevelopment agreement between the City of Ottawa and Moose Cones Historic Ice Cream Warehouse LLC for property located at 806 Fulton Street, which has been on file for public inspection since March 7th, 2016, be passed and approved.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement between the City of Ottawa and iFiber regarding the broadband fiber network be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Lawson, any discussion? It's basically the same agreement we have now that's expiring, is that correct? Any other comment? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution authorizing application for an IDOT Consolidated Vehicle Procurement 2017 Rolling Stock Capital Assistance Grant regarding NCAT be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? This authorizes the city to make application for grants, authorizes the mayor and the clerk to sign the necessary documents. Any other comment? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting held on Thursday, March 16, 2017, considering the rear yard setback and variance area building request from Rich and Debbie Jessen for property located at 240 Lawndale Avenue be received and placed on file. Be it further moved, the council concur with the recommendations of the Zoning Board of Appeals, and both variance requests be granted and the follow-up ordinance be passed and approved.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting held on Thursday, March 16, 2017, considering the rear yard setback variance request for Michael Pufal for property located at 1861 Chestnut Street be received and placed on file. Be it further moved, the council concur with the recommendation of the Zoning Board of Appeals and the variance request be granted and the follow-up ordinance be passed and approved.
Is there a second? Commissioner Austin, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the Plan Commission meeting held on Monday, March 20th, 2017, considering the preliminary and final plat of Lot 2 in Autumnwood Phase 1, known as 2005 through 2007 Autumnwood Drive, be received and placed on file. Be it further moved, the council concur with the recommendation of the Plan Commission and the preliminary and final plats both be approved.
Before I ask for a second, would somebody else make that motion, because I represent these folks and I'm going to abstain. Okay, let the record show that the motion's made by Commissioner Gainier. Is there a second? Commissioner Austin, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. I mean, abstain.
There you go.
I abstain. so it's- All right.
All right. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the quote received from Grand Rapids Enterprises in the amount of $18,702 for the asphalt removal along Canal Street be accepted and paid for from the Downtown TIF Fund.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion?
Are there any further plans with this area in retrospect to this pavement removal? Is there anything else planned for that area at this time?
Well, when we go out for our street asphalt bid, I was hoping that we would be able to repave the parking lot at AT&T. And then we're trying to preserve as much of the asphalt as we can that will eventually be a path, but we'd like to develop the path in those two blocks. As part of I think probably as part of our street program. Best bids. But it would be TIF funding. Any comments? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Okay, a proclamation tonight.
Okay.
Bigger type. All right. In connection with National Child Abuse and Neglect Prevention Month. Whereas our children are our most valuable resources and will shape the future of the city of Ottawa, and whereas child abuse and neglect is a serious problem affecting every segment of our community, and finding solutions requires input and action from everyone in our community. In federal fiscal year 2015, 4 million reports were made to Child Protective Services. And whereas child abuse can have long-term psychological, emotional, and physical effects that can have lifelong consequences for victims of abuse. And whereas effective child abuse prevention activities succeed because of the meaningful connections and partnerships created between child welfare, education, health, community and faith-based organizations, businesses, and law enforcement agencies. And whereas communities must make every effort to promote programs and activities that benefit children and their families. And whereas we acknowledge that we must work together as a community to increase awareness about child abuse and contribute to promote the social and emotional well-being of children and families in a safe, stable, nurturing environment, with prevention remaining the best defense for our children and families. Now therefore, on behalf of the City Council, I hereby proclaim April 2017 as National Child Abuse and Neglect Prevention Month in the City of Ottawa. and urge all citizens to recognize this month by dedicating ourselves to the task of improving the quality of life for our children and families.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a proclamation naming the month of April as National Child Abuse and Neglect Prevention Month in the city of Ottawa, Illinois be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Awesome, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
And Frank Vonch is here from the Youth Service Bureau, the organization that really symbolizes and signifies all that I think this community, there's so much of what this community is doing to help our young victims of abuse and neglect. And Frank, I've got kind of a nice copy of the proclamation if you'd like to take it back with you. And if you want to say anything, you're welcome to.
Just a few words.
Okay.
First, I'd like to thank the mayor and the council, not only for this proclamation, but your continued support of child abuse and awareness in the month of April. It really does make a difference. I wish I could come here and say child abuse and neglect is decreasing. From my perspective, it's not. Youth Service Bureau, by the end of this fiscal year, will provide foster homes and services to over 500 abused and neglected children. A month and a half ago, we took a case out of the Ottawa area of a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old that were severely beaten with cigarette burns all across their bodies. On their way to Peoria, OSF, the paramedic in the ambulance thought the 1-year-old was African American. The child was Caucasian. And if you look on the back of these as far as how the blue ribbon came into existence, the color, it really started with bruises are black. They turn into blue. And this is continuing, and the support from the city and the community is important. So I would just encourage everyone not only to wear these ribbons in April, but throughout the year, if you can, to make this a year-long effort as far as what's going on in not only our community here in Ottawa, but across the state and the nation. So again, thank all of you for your continued support.
Thank you, Frank.
Anything else, sir?
Okay, we have a motion to go into closed session. Council isn't going to take any formal action when we come out of closed session. But as always, everybody's welcome to stick around if they like.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that this council recess into closed session to discuss the matter of the purchase of real estate.
Is there a second? Commissioner Awesome, roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.